What's going on everyone, TomGorian here and welcome back to League Racing on F1 22. Finally, League Racing has came back on F1 22. It's felt like forever since the last time I League Racing on F1 2021, but now we're back on a new game and a new league on F1 22. Well, it's not really a new league, it's an old league, but it's came back for F1 22. RFL is officially back on F1 22, and today we are doing round 1 of Season 8 here for the Brazilian Grand Prix. New format for each round, short qualifying with a 5-lap sprint race, and then the 50% race to finish the session off. But yeah, Season 8 of RFL, this is the first race of the season. I've been doing a lot of practice for this first race, and I'm very excited to get back on the track, very excited to compete again against the likes of Vapid, Pyrquicks, Antmaz, Kirby, Scott, TTM Pred. There's a lot of fast drivers in this league, so if you want to sign up, if you want to keep an eye out on this league, I'll put everything that you need in the description. We have a Twitch Discord, we have a Discord, we have a Twitch channel, we have a YouTube channel, we have a Twitter channel. Everything that you need to pretty much see will be in the description if you want to sign up to the league. And yeah, this is the first race of RFL Season 8, so we're kicking things off with short qualifying here for the Brazilian Grand Prix. It's very tricky circuit, especially with the new patch that literally came out just a couple of days before this first race, which pretty much changed the handling and of course the setup. So pretty much the goal for the rest of the days before this race was to understand the setup and understand the handling with this new patch 1.06. This is before the patch, the performance update comes out, but as you can see, we're doing this lap and we're not really improving at all, and we don't really make much time until the final corner. It wasn't really a bad lap, or not in this lap in general, but it's just one of those laps where I tried to get into the high 1-minute 7s, or the 1-minute 8s. No, it's 1 minute, so we're going to do a 1 minute 8.1, and yeah, I didn't really do 1 minute 6.9, and Maz was doing pretty much 1.7, X was doing 1 minute 7.9s, and yeah, the top two were doing 1.7s. Vapid there, just ahead of us there, 1 minute 8 flat. It's very close in qualifying, very close. The top 4, top 5 pretty much separated by, yeah, just 7 temps. And as you can see, TM Kirby is our teammate for this season. I'm very excited about that. Hopefully we can win the Constructors. It's something that I want to do for this season, try and win the Constructors. The drivers is going to be very tough. Obviously, Antmaz, Pyrquicks, Vapid, they're all very quick. I think me and Vapid, we're on pace, but this is a pad game, so Vapid does have the advantage in this race, as you'll see. But we're getting ready for this new sprint race for RFL Season 8. It's 5 red lights, and away we go for the first sprint race of RFL Season 8. It's a decent start there. Vapid as well. We have a slight run on Vapid as we're going towards turn 1. We get boxed in a little bit, so we have to back out. And also, we have Scott W in the Haas trying to go around the outside as we have to hold the inside as we head in towards turn 4. We're going to try and get slipstream from Vapid. We thought that Scott had backed out, but he's still on our outside, so we have to leave him a little bit of room there, but he is ahead of us. No, he is behind us as we enter Sector 2 up the hill. And the goal of this first race was just to score points. That was the goal. Just to score points, just to see where we were as far as how good our race pace was, how good our qualifying pace is. And this is a long season, 23 races for this season. Some of the races might change depending on if the DLC tracks are coming in this game or not. But as you can see, Scott has caught us, and we are going to be starting the first race of the season in P4. The points are awarded for the top 3 in the sprint race, so Pyrquicks gets 3 points, Antmaz gets 2, and Vapid gets 1 point. We just narrowly miss out on getting our first points of the season, but yeah, just this race in general, I just wanted to see how far away the pace was between me and the top runners, and just to see how much time I can make up around not only this track but also this season as well. And I've also found out that on this game, as far as right now is concerned, low wings for short qualifying and the sprint race are very OP. We just literally found this out hours before this began, before the stop, that low wings, if you can tweak the system, if you can just change a few things with the suspension or the geometry, the lower wings are because it is ridiculous. You can run 5 wings on a game that allows 50 that allows 50 wing setups, and yeah, you can run probably 5, 6, 7 wings and still be massively quick in a straight line. But as you can see, we're getting ready for the race. We have to do the formation lap and the new formation lap procedure. We have to do our formation lap grid position, and we get a perfect score there, a perfect position in 4th place. So Vapid in 3rd, Antmaz in 2nd, and Pyroquicks in 1st place with Scott and Kev. Hopefully we get a good in towards turn 1, and hopefully we can just make the first corner and the first lap. And yeah, as you can see, we're waiting for Senna in the Ferrari. We've got a lot of new faces in RFL Season 8, but are you ready? It's the return of RFL Season 8, the Brazilian Grand Prix. It's 5 red lights for the first race of the season. It's lights out and away we go in Sao Paulo. Vapid gets a good start there, also does Antmaz. We do get a bit of a slower start compared to Scott around the outside. 3 wide in towards turn 1 between Antmaz, Pyroquicks and Vapid. Vapid has the inside. We get boxed in there, and also we made contact with Scott there. I thought Scott was behind us, so we took the inside line. We were just trying to avoid the top 3, but it's Vapid, Antmaz and Pyroquicks, the same as it was before the start of the race. Vapid goes a little bit wide though, so we're going to try and get a good exit and a good run up the hill in towards sector 2, but not really much we can do on this first lap. And just on the first lap of a league race, you don't want to be making a mistake. You don't want to be colliding with other cars. You don't want to get damaged. You just want to see your pace. You just want to just get into the groove, get into the zone. This was the first time that we've been doing a proper competitive league race. We have done 2 social races, but apart from that, we haven't really done much competitive running apart from the 4 practice sessions that we did before this race. Antmaz goes a little bit wide there, as you saw, and Vapid and me are ahead of him. And you'll see in this video that Antmaz does make a couple of mistakes in this race. And also, it's supposed to be raining at the end of this race, so just watch out for that. You'll see a lot of the weather and how the weather does affect this race in Brazil. I do apologise about the video quality as well. I tried to record this video in 1080p 60 frames, but apparently the video quality just stuttered a little bit, and yeah, it just wasn't good. It wasn't as smooth at all. But as you can see, Antmaz makes a mistake there. He just overtook us, and then into turn 1 he just went wide, and thanks to that we just lost position, and we lost crucially time to Vapid and Pyroquicks. I wanted to try and keep pace with the top 3, but because Antmaz made his mistake there, we lost the RS, and for the next 20 or 15 laps in this race we were just slowly falling apart behind him. And I think lower wings in a 50% race doesn't really help as much, especially into the corners. And I was suffering a little bit with tyre overheating, but I think it's just mainly because of the tyre pressures, especially with this new patch that came out on the Monday before this league race. So we were practicing with the pre-patch 105, and then I want to say the performance patch, but it's not really the performance patch, it's just an update patch. 106 came out literally hours before the XCR race on Monday. By the way, I'm doing XCR as well as far as RFL, so I might stream that on my Twitch. Link is down in the description if you want to go and follow. But as you can see, we're going to box on lap number 17 for the hard tyres. And the reason why I'm doing this, I don't feel as I could have attacked the pit lane a lot more there, could have went in there very quickly, but I don't think the mediums are going to go another 10 or 20 laps, or another 19, 18 laps. Actually, well, you're looking at, yeah, another 13 laps, another 13, 14 laps. I don't feel like the mediums are going to last that long, so it was the wrong call. Knowing our pace now to go on the mediums, or to go on the mediums to the hards, when in reality I should have done the one stop. I should have started on the hards, because TTM Pred, he started in 15th, and he started on the hard tyres, and he hasn't boxed. So as you can see, Vapid has done a 2-stop, but he's also on the soft tyres. Adam Lee's still out, but Scott is in. Scott has pretty much been behind us most of the race, and now he's the first one to come out on the intermediate conditions, on the intermediate tyres, but the track's too dry. The track's too dry for intermediates, and we're going to come out ahead of him. The gap's going to be around about 3 seconds, 3.5 seconds, but in the next 5 or so laps, that gap is going to quickly increase, because the track is pretty much bone dry. It is spitting with rain, but it's not raining enough to be intermediate conditions, as my teammate Kirby is in. Kirby didn't have a good race as well. He didn't have good pace at all. He got crashed into on the 3rd lap or so, and he's had to fight his way back. But as you can see, Adam Lee in 5th place right now, and yeah, he's suffering with massive tyre wear, and as you can see, he loses the back end there, and we go around the outside of Adam Lee, and we're back in to 5th place. We just didn't have the pace in this race to really make a challenge towards Vapid, Pyroquicks and Antmaz. And now, as you can see, lap 30, going on to lap 31, we're going to come in for the intermediate tyres. We're in 4th place, but yeah, we should have pretty much done, we should have pitted 1 lap earlier, I think. But with this game, it's like all the others. You don't really know when the best time for intermediates or wets or the dry tyres is. You have to go with how the car feels. If the car feels slidey and there's a lack of grip, then maybe it's a good time for inters, but you just don't know, and the rain just takes a long time to come down. And with the weather forecast before the race, I thought the rain was going to come within the last 3 laps of the race, but we've got 5 laps to go, and it is intermediate conditions. And as you can see now, it's fully intermediate conditions. Antmaz has made a mistake there. He span with 3 laps to go, and we've just been catching him ever since that time period. But TTM Pred wins the first race of RFL Season 8. A good job by him. He pretty much made 1 less stop than everyone else. And as you can see, Antmaz is just going to finish ahead of us there. We're going to use all of our battery, but it is 6th place in the first race of the season, 2 attempts behind Antmaz. But yeah, not really the way to go. To be honest, I don't know how to feel about that race. I don't know. It's one of those races where I couldn't have driven any better if I tried, but at the same time, I really do wonder if we didn't make that stop from the mediums to the hards. I mean, we literally finished, what, 15 seconds away from the race leader, so maybe we had the pace to win this race if we didn't make that 2nd stop, or the 1st stop even, from the mediums to the hards. But if we would have stuck it out, maybe we could have done something in this race, achieved a podium, or with a safety car we could have got lucky. But at the end of the day, we just wanted to finish this race and score points, and we did. Now we know where we are in pace wise, and we're going to try and close the gap as we head towards Miami next week. But thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Goodbye.